So in this video we are going to discuss about ecological pyramids. So as we have discussed earlier about the energy flow from one trophic level to the second trophic level, now we are going to discuss about the ecological pyramids. So we know how the shape of the pyramid will be, that is the base will be the broad and the apex will be the narrow one, that is it will narrow down at the apex and the base part of the pyramid will be broad. So this can also be, or it gets a similar shape when we express the food or energy relationship between different trophic levels. So at different trophic levels, if we give the relationship between the food or energy, then it attains the same. That is, the relationship is expressed in terms of number, that is pyramid of biomass, pyramid of biomass, number and energy. So the base of the pyramids are taken as consumers and the apex of the pyramids are taken as consumers, that is tertiary consumers, that is apex is the top of the pyramid. So when the ecological pyramids are usually studied under three categories, that is pyramids of number, pyramids of biomass, pyramid of energy. So pyramid of biomass, pyramid of energy and pyramid of number. So now when we discuss here, this is the pyramids of number, that is in a grassland ecosystem. It is the three top carnivores are supported in an ecosystem on the protection of nearly 6 million plants. So here it is a primary producer. So here the energy goes on decreases when it goes to the apex. So here the base of the pyramid is narrow, broad, and it goes on narrowing when it reaches the apex. So the primary, secondary and tertiary, this is the trophic level, and here it is the number of individuals. So here it is the pyramid of biomass. So here it is measured in of dry weight, as we have discussed earlier. The dry weight measurement lies to be very accurate. So here it is the inverted pyramid of biomass. So this we will deal what is an inverted pyramid of biomass. This is an diagrammatic representation of the inverted pyramid of biomass. So when we take about any calculations of energy, that is of energy content or biomass or number, or maybe out of any three, it has to include all the organisms. So if you take about if you wanted to calculate the energy content of a trophic level or biomass of a trophic level or number of numbers in the trophic level, we have to include all the organisms. No organisms can be left out. So if we leave out any generalizations, if we take only a few individuals at any trophic level into account, there will not be maximum true and it will not give a correct answer. So the trophic level, which represents always represents the functional level. So the given when we take a particular organism, it may occupy more than one place in the trophic level. So the species can occupy more than one trophic level, which may be at the same ecosystem at the same time. So at the same time it can be at two places at the same ecosystem. So when we take the example as sparrow, here it acts as a consumer, that is a primary consumer, and also as a secondary consumer. So here it acts as a primary consumer when it eats seeds, fruits and peas, but when it eats insects and worms, it becomes the secondary consumer. So there are many trophic levels of human beings function at a different in a food chain. So there are, because the particular organism or a particular species can occupy two or more places than at the same time in an ecosystem. So when we take the producers, here they are more in number and biomass than herbivores. So when we take herbivores, they are more in number when we compare it with the herbivores, whereas the herbivores are more in number and biomass than the carnivores. So the energy at the lower trophic level is always more than at the higher trophic level. So we have studied that the energy level is higher at the lower trophic, whereas lower in the higher trophic level. So when we take the pyramids of biomass in a sea, So when we take the pyramids of biomass in a sea, it is also generally inverted because the biomass of fishes exceeds that of the phytoplankton. So we have understand and we have discussed that the herbivores are more in number than the carnivores. Then here and the producers are more in number than the herbivores. So here we can, from this we can generally take as an example that the biomass of fishes exceeds, that is, it far exceeds than that of the phytoplankton. When we take the pyramid of energy, it is always upright, that it can never be inverted. So we cannot invert an energy pyramid because the energy flows from the particular trophic level to the next trophic level. That is, it all the some energy is always lost as heat. So we cannot invert the pyramid of energy. So the pyramid of energy cannot be inverted because when the energy flows from one trophic level to the next trophic level, the energy is lost in the form of heat. That is, each bar which is indicating the amount of energy in the pyramid at each trophic level is taken as a given time or annually per unit area. So it indicates the amount of energy present in the each trophic level. So now we are going to discuss about the limitations of the ecological pyramid. So what are the limitations of the ecological pyramid? So here the first one is it does not take into account the same species. That is, it belongs to two or more trophic levels. And it assumes a simple food chain and that never exists in nature. So it takes out a very simple food chain that never exists in nature, and it does not accommodate the food web. It does not give any place, that is, the ecological pyramids do not give any place for the saprophytes. We know that the saprophytes play a very vital role in the ecosystem, but this saprophytes are not given any place by this ecological pyramids. So so the limitations are, it does not take into account the same species which belong to two or more trophic levels. The simple food chain which never exists in nature is it is assumed by that. It does not accommodate a food web, and the most important thing is it does not give any place for the saprophytes, even though the saprophytes are play a vital role in the ecosystem. So in the next video we will deal with the ecological succession. Thank you.